Hey guys, this is Zhou with Century 21 Heritage Group and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it's no surprise that bidding wars are extremely popular in this market across the entire GTA, and you're probably wondering how they work and how to mentally approach them, how to approach them the right way. And in this video, we will be covering just that. So first of all, what is a bidding war? A bidding war is where typically a property is being listed a lot under market value. So for example, if a home is worth around $800,000, the agent or the seller will maybe price it at $599, $699, $749. It can be any number that they come to an agreement with. And then they list it at this price. Now, even though they list it at this price, it's not necessarily the price that they want. Typically in the brokerage remarks of the listing, which is a part only brokers or your agent can see, they will say something along the lines of offer presentation this date at this o'clock, okay? So it's typically from the day that is listed. The offer presentation or the bidding war day is approximately about a week from the actual list date. And so the whole purpose of listing at this price and doing an offer presentation day is to, number one, get over market value, potentially, get a record sale in the area or on the street, as well as get a firm deal that night, which means no conditions, so no home inspection, no financing, which are the most two common ones. Now, if you have been involved and you are already in the market and you've gotten a taste of what the bidding war lifestyle is or bidding war market is, then you know that it can be really frustrating when you don't get it. And that's why being mentally prepared is just as important as being financially and strategically prepared with your offer, your price, and your deposit. Now, that being said, even though it is frustrating, when I work with buyers, they absolutely hate the bidding wars. They just want people to list at the price that they want. But on the seller end, they love the bidding wars because they can potentially get an offer that exceeded their expectation. And it's all relative to the market. Obviously, in a hot seller's market, bidding wars, even if they are priced at the price that they want, you're most likely going to end up in competition anyway. It is still very common in this market. And so it's all relative to each market. Again, if you're in a seller's market, bidding wars are going to be very likely, versus if you're in a buyer's market or a market that's a little bit more balanced, it will be easier to negotiate a bit. Okay, so let's get into tip number one. Don't fall in love or don't get too emotionally attached to any property. You don't want to lose any negotiating power. You want to go in with a price that you're comfortable with and not exceed yourself too much within your budget. It is also quite rare that people get the property that they want on the first offer or, the first few offers. So when you get outbid, you can't lose focus. You have to have patience, positivity, and you need to still be persistent. Keep in mind, if you're putting an offer on a house and there's 5 other offers or 10 or even 30, sometimes, you're not the only buyer that's going through it. Only one person, if it sells that night, is going to get that house. And then the rest of the buyers that put in an offer will continue their search. Number 2, so after following number 1 correctly and not getting too emotionally attached and falling in love with the home, you need to run your numbers. So have your agent get back to you with feedback on all the homes that you'd like to see before you're showing. And, they should let you know which ones are doing offer dates, and what the expectation is or what the market value is for these homes. Whichever homes that are far out and way beyond your budget, then you can just scratch them out and move on with the ones that are within your budget. Try also looking for homes that have a market value under your budget, just so that on offer date, if they are doing that, then you have the flexibility and the wiggle room to go beyond that if needed. Number 3 is be realistic. The chances of you right now in this current seller's market, the chances of you, you know, getting a crazy deal or, you know, a lot of conditions in are pretty slim to none. So make sure if you want to do a pre-home inspection, you get that in. Make sure your finances are in check. It's really good to keep a, you know, a good communication with your mortgage broker and as well, of course, your agent. Also, when looking for a property, you may not get everything that checks all of your boxes. So have your priority list set up, you know, with your absolute wants. And then if you don't get everything that you need, you know that it's okay. Majority of buyers don't get everything that they want in the house, okay? So make sure that you're open to having a little bit of leeway. Number 4 is have a good agent with a good reputation. And you wanna make sure that your agent has good relationships with other brokers. They know the market, they know how to guide you. I know a lot of the times, you know, people may say, oh, well, you're just kind of, you know, putting in an offer for us, blah, blah, blah. No, the agent is super, super involved, and at least they should be. They should be guiding you properly, making sure that you're comfortable throughout the whole time. Even though it may seem like sometimes there's no room to negotiate, your agent can be, you know, can still save you thousands, $10,000s of dollars. For example, if you wanted to go in at, you know, $1 million on a property and they advise you to stay at, you know, 990 or, you know, 980 because they feel like it could get done, you know, based off of their conversation with the other agent and their tone, they feel like you are already at the top, you're already the highest, and that they will accept, then they've just saved you, you know, $20,000. So that's a brief little scenario. So having a good agent is extremely, extremely important in this market. And there you have it, guys. So this video was to really just help you get mentally prepared, whether you're going through a bidding wars, you know, right now, putting in offers on properties, and you know, if you got them, great, but if you didn't, it's okay. If you're thinking about getting into the market, then this is really just to give you kind of like a realtor's eye on how it is, because it is an emotional process and we understand that. So being, you know, a little bit more mentally prepared will help you in the long run. It will make the transaction and the process a lot smoother because you know kind of what to expect. And listen, at the end of the day, if it's just you that's putting in an offer, fantastic. But if you're competing with 5 to, you know, the biggest I've seen is 80 offers on a property. So yeah, whether you're competing with 5 offers or 80 offers, at the end of the day, go in with what you are comfortable at. That is the best advice I think any agent can give. We can give you probably our gut feelings or our professional input and advice on what we think a property is worth and what we think it can go for. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. No one can tell you what to pay for a property, what to put in your offer. So whatever makes you guys comfortable, then you move with that, and your agent should respect that. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next one.